Sa alofalava o lo'o ingoa o Maria Amanda Pio. O le sifo ingoa o te e walaua ia o se o ainga o avau o walimas futolo tausanga. Sa o wola ma whanau I Samoa. I was born and raised in Samoa. So I have 4 children. So I have 3 daughters and a son. In the island, those were the days that you run around bare feet, no shoes. And most of the things we do is to serve and provide for ourselves, which is, from food to education to religions, everything was done as a community. My uncles, my aunties, my parents, and my 6 siblings. So it's a huge family. So Samoa's always, big in family, big in religions, big in food, and big in hospitality. Everything was fresh, either the fish from the sea or the taro from the plantation or the coconuts, We make coconut cream straight away from things that we collected from our plantation. And that's how we've been raised to do. And that's how we've been brought up, is having that lifestyle. We hardly seen, doctors or being to a hospital or dentists or any eye doctors, because I remember there was hardly anyone who got sick or need, health professional to look at, because we were so healthy. I remember 2016, 2017, I started to develop some problems, some issues with myself. There were things that they were not normal to me, because I started to develop this and I realized I was always thirsty. I drank more than 2 liters of water every day. It was those symptoms that I realized this is not normal. So I made an appointment with my doctor. I did my blood test, and after a week, I went back to get the results, and that's where my doctor told me that you have diabetes. When I was diagnosed, I didn't do anything about it. I was still in denial. The doctor gave me some medication to take. I did take probably 1 or 2 weeks, but then I started developing side effects, headaches and stuff. So I quit just because I thought there was no pain. And I was like, oh, I'm okay with it, and it continuing. I remember I'm supposed to have 6 months checkup, but I turned up to seeing my doctor probably a year, and he was not happy. My eyesight starts to blur. My teeth, I had developed gum disease. Also starting to feel the tingling in my toes. When I went to Samoa and found out that, my brother-in-laws and, his cousins both have diabetic and both supposed to have amputated legs. That's when it hit me. I was looking at him as a healthy person turning to a disabled man. And I've seen my cousins, how she handled the situation. Everything was given, And I said to myself, whoa, wait a minute. This is very serious. Somehow I have to wake up and do something about it. So I chose a female doctor this time, and she was very helpful. I've asked a lot of questions, not like before. I never ask any questions. I never ask what medication I'm supposed to take. And it helped me starting to look into how to improve myself, to look after my health. I can see myself on a wheelchair, or someone will help me, as a blind person, because I'm not looking after myself. I'm supposed to. It's funny, one of my friends, I was invited to have coffee with a friend at the park. Then she asked me, we have this program and there's going to be a seminar. It's called, it's a group. It's called Māori and Pacific Island Wellness, for us diabetic. And do you want to come? I was like, what's it for? She goes, talking about our health, people has diabetic. So I still try to avoid the fact that, so I said to myself, why not? I joined in the second seminar, and that was a turning point in my life. This is the first time I ever dealt with in a group of women's Māori and Pacific Island. It actually brought a lot of joy in my heart, because seeing my own people, especially mothers, grandmothers and females, all sorts of walk of life, is just, discussing and enjoying the environment and sharing their stories. It was a really turning point for me, because not only that I've learned from them they've lived through diabetics and they took their medication well, and they looked after themselves well as well through food, diet, and also spiritual as well. Hearing each stories, it actually impacted my life in that, in that health issues, in the books that was provided. Also the cooking, the exercise, little things that we discuss throughout each seminars. I never missed after that. I looked forward to it, because there were new informations, there were new resources that being, provided to us, and also ideas and sharing, new ways of cooking food, new exercise for me, not just, out there training yourself. You can also sit and watching TV and do light, exercise for myself, because I already knew. But the thing is, once I've seen it and doing it together, it excites me, and it makes me wanna continue doing it, because we're like all from the Pacific Islands. So there were Fijian, Cook Island, Samoan, Māori. It's all mixed culture, and I really loved it. A lot of us being infected are hiding, still in denial, or don't get any help. Because, through a friend, I was able to join. But, there are others that they don't have friends like the friends I have. I've learned a lot from the program to maintain and to look into food type, how to manage my my diet each day, every day. So I've lost about, because I was 118, and that's another thing. My A1C, it was 13, was scary. I nearly had to go to emergency, but somehow I managed to drop each week, because I make sure I took blood and tested every morning. So from 6 weeks of the program, it goes down, way down to 7. And I maintain it. Now it's kind of like, go up a bit to 9 and go back to 7. So because I have this awareness, to watch my diet, train to myself, exercise every day, even if it's rain, so you can still do those little things through, YouTube, or just do your thing in the house and stuff like that. And this, I know that we're all Christian, and God wants us to look after our body, our mind, our spirit, because that's who we are, is to take care of us personally first, and then your relatives and your family, your children, your children's children, your parents, and then go to the community, continuing doing that. So my story today is changes and controlling and motivation to do better for myself and to break that cycle for a generation to come.